Hey everybody. Well, today what we got is the bearing right here, inside here. I did the tire wobble check and everything, and the bearing's gone. The bearing on the other side's gone. We went riding a month ago when they reopened, and we got in the swamp area, and we beat the hell out of both of ours. At least I didn't blow out my shaft like my brother-in-law did. He's got a 570. He cracked up his shaft. It's his second one. So, anyways, enough about that. Let's get in here. Okay. I do have the service manual for this. I do have the replacement bearings and everything. So, let's get started. First thing is, of course, you take off your tire. You got everything set right here. Okay. So go ahead, pop off that. Set to the side. Go after. Now, I'm going to do things a little bit different. What I like to do is just go ahead and loosen up everything first, and then go ahead and start removing. The more I have everything still tight and connected, the easier it is to go ahead and loosen it all up. And out the cotter key, cotter pin, so many other different names. And out. Come out of there. Okay, throw that outside. We're not going to reuse it. Some people like to reuse them. I don't. The reason why is it's just a habit. Been in aviation for over 30 years. I've learned cotter keys are not user friendly. Okay. What we're going to do next is go ahead and get this brake caliper assembly. We're going to just take it and put it off to the side. And what we got is these are 14 millimeters. So what we're going to do, loosen them up a little bit. I know I look like I was tightening. I just kind of go that way just a little bit, just so that I can go ahead and break through any kind of residual torque. It's just a habit. So some people don't do it, some people do. It's your discretion. Usually when I do it, I find that it helps break everything a little bit easier. Unless you get a bolt. I'd like to get a gear wrench up in here. I don't think I've got with these. Sounds good. You got close tolerance back here. And I'll go through and I'll film. What I'll do, you'll see here in a little bit in the video, is I'll just come behind everything and show you what I did, where it is. I can't just grab the camera and throw it over there. Not a big production person there. Just a little old guy in a little garage having fun. Okay? So we got the caliper ready to go. Next thing is, I'm going to go for the top link. We'll go after the shock, stayed, and then the 2 bolts at the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and go into that, so if you have any idea how everything's going to go together or how everything's coming apart, that's approximately the way I'm going to work. I'm going to come in here, I just come here, 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 and then back down here. Another 14 millimeter. Now, I don't know if many of you have seen a previous video that I did years and years ago of how to get that out of there, if you have one. If your insides pop out and your axle basically separates up there, you know, from there's a shaft insert goes in, it'll lock, and sometimes it'll come out and then it's all flopping. But we're going to try to prevent that today. Okay, got that right there. Go up here, and you'll notice that I marked it with white paint. This is just to remind me to where it goes. Double check your bushings, make sure they're not rotting out. You can have that, so it's a good possibility. Okay. Oh, wow. Mr. Microphone. This one also up top is a 14. You want to take this here. Excuse for the, I didn't see that the mic was doing its job, so. With everything. Okay. So this, you're going to have an upper. Here's your bolt. Put that together. Put that right there. Put that off the side. Put it over there. Okay. And then what you do is come after this piece right here. Okay, this is a 13 millimeter. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Jim, jim, jim. Pieces off. I'll go ahead and put it back through here, so that reminds me that that goes with that, so I don't have to play guess that bolt. Okay. You're going to have 2 bolts, and they're going to have washers, and then there's going to be a cup inside. Okay. The bottoms are 16. I stand corrected. Okay. The advantage to this side versus this side, the other side, is I've had this side before because I was checking for something that I had a problem with. So if I remember right, I lubed up inside pretty good. I hope it works. But I'm seeing a lot of dirt and rust and crud. Okay. Everything's loose. Everything's loose. Alright, first things first, let's get the caliper off. Let's get it out of the way. You're going to have 2 washers, lock washer and a flat washer, both upper and lower. Bolts are the same size, so if you interchange them and mix them up, you'll be okay. And you just take this caliper off, and you put it over here. I usually will put the bolts, like I said, put bolts back, just so I know what goes with what. It's a little bit easier than you trying to just lay it all out and, well, wait, what's this bolt go doing? What's this bolt go to? It goes a lot easier on your assembly. Cut your worry time down. So put that right there. Should be okay. And then that. Alright, now let's go for the nut so that I can protect the threads as much as I can. I'll go ahead and put these on here. You definitely want to protect the threads, or if not, you're going to be doing a stud job, and I really guarantee you don't want to do a stud job. It's not that hard, but it's a pain in the butt still. Okay, so then you have a little bit of a better stability for everything. You can use the nut actually to help aid in stabilizing. Kind of hold up there, and then boom. See? Okay. Easy cheesy. Okay? Take Mr. Pry Bar, put him back because you don't need him now. Okay? You got your nut. And your washers. Looks like slowly it's coming out. Let's hope it's all in one piece. That's a part I did not order. Start working by hand. Let's do a change-o. Yeah. It's okay, it's just dirty. Okay. So then we gotta do the other side now. Well, the cool thing is at least the hub came out. Sometimes you can get the bearing stuck on here. That piece will break out and get stuck up here. But we'll go through this in a little bit. So I want to basically put it somewhere safe. There we go. Take some WD-40, spray it up in there. That'll work around a minute. There we go. You kind of lift up on the hub, and you'll see when you do that, you just kind of, what you're doing, taking the bolt and just using it like my hands inside, just working it around and slowly kind of pulling. Be mindful that you don't tear up the threads. Okay. That one's pretty much working its way out. Okay. It's nice, it's sloppy. Okay. Now, like I said, we gotta be mindful of that shaft right there, because that thing will, and it's good if you had two hands, but if not, just be mindful. Okay. Pull it. Look at that. Ugh. Horrendous mess. Ugh. Yeah, it needs a little cleaning, a little TLC. I got a surprise for y'all. Okay, first is get this silly thing up out of the way for right now. Okay, that's out of the way. I'm gonna take the hub, put it right back in. I know somebody's gonna say, "Why are you doing that?" This is a way that I thought that might work if you don't have a vise. Okay, so you just take that, pop that in there. Okay. And then you take another one and you put it right here. And you notice you'll get a good thread mount in there. That's what you want. What you want to do is come in here, just clean out around the area of where the bearing goes so that you'll know exactly where your bearing is. And you'll know how to hook up your press. Alright, let's go after the snap ring. I had to get new pliers. The other ones were just too old. Sometimes I like to come from help assisted from the bottom. There you go. And still does its job. It's a little marred up there, but we'll clean that crap up later. Okay. Got that one. Up here, find the right one that'll fit there perfect and let it slide in there. Actually, go back to the bigger one. That'll work perfect. When I go ahead and put it on, I like to lube these up pretty good so that makes a little bit smooth transition. Well, what we'll be doing is pulling the bearing this way. Okay. Make sure you get your tools all covered in dirt. I forgot to clean all that crud off. So you want to find the right one that'll fit. Put it right there. Plug it up to there. Clamping. Make sure that you're seated on the bearing itself and not in the fixture. Okay, tighten it up. Make sure that you're setting on the base like you should. Okay, and then okay, you got your nut on, your bolt on, and start pulling. You'll feel a little tug, and then take a look, and you'll notice. So basically, you just go ahead and just keep pulling and pulling and pulling, and you'll feel it. It's starting to come through. About every couple of turns, double check. Look inside, make sure she's doing where she's going. And it's getting more and more easier. And look at that. She's out. She's inside. The key is have as much dirt and tools on your bench. But if you look inside, she's pretty. It's got a little rust. We'll get through that here in a second. Okay, and you go on there, and you get the cup, the right cup you want. Just slowly work it around. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure that you're going in somewhat level. Okay. Okay. And you'll notice that it's starting. You come back through here, make sure everything is setting up the way it should. And if you want to assist you a little bit, put your little valve in there. Okay. And your biggest thing is not to hit this. This you can hit. This you don't want to hit. Okay. And it looks like we're up against the back, the way she should be. Now, you can come in here and look around and see that she's actually seated right up against the way she should be. We've got a spot for them clip to go in there. So, snap ring ready. Grab your pliers. This is gonna be the fun part, especially going back in with this crazy. I hate these things. And sometimes you have it where it does that. When you're doing this, be mindful not to try to get your seal. Now, if I got a little gouge up there, but I'm running behind, right about there. And then come back in. Make sure everything is healthy, cleaned up. Okay, now that you got it, what I like to do is just come in, make sure she's healthy, pop my holder, keep that right there, and come back down here. And the reason why I'm doing this is also keeps a little tension on that drive shaft. So like I said, the drive shaft gets a little weird. And you can come down here now, take that long bolt, and it'll hold it right there for you. You got your drive shaft right there. I have to clean up the threads, but I'll do that in a second. Okay, now you got that there. Of course, now comes some more grease. Never use too much grease. I love grease. Okay, get that all covered and slathered, and even on the inside if you can. And just get it set and ready. Same with the other one. Get it all lubed up. Get some grease all over it. Get it set and ready. And I'll slide right up to that bushing. Okay. Now clean off your hands again. We'll be doing this a lot because the grease is a pain in the booger. But what you can do now that you've got it is slide in the bushings. There you go. Okay. Still that's well. Okay. So got that. You grab your other one. Your outer one. Lube it up. Face. Inside out. Everything else. Okay. Get it right in there. Same with the other one. I know this is going to be long. Some people are, oh, did you get it? I'm just showing you the actual process. Okay. You just go ahead. Sit it on there. Clean off your hands. And then around your washer and everything. Yes. More grease. You can use it around there on the faceplate. That'll help. And you get it on the shank. Don't get it on the threads. You can if you want, but they use Loctite. And I've already pre-Loctited these back in on the inside. So let's go ahead and get it started. Same thing with your other one on the back side. So you got your lock nut. And you get back up on top of it again and make it as straight as possible. Try to line up your splines. That's where you're, there you go. And presto changeo, she's in there. Okay? Just be gentle, work it in a little bit. And you're in there, okay? You want this part towards the bearing and this part towards the nut, okay? So, got the two, put them on there. Okay? And then go ahead, get your nut on there. Okay? Alright, I'm going to go over what we're going to torque, how much, foot-pounds and inch pounds, just in case you don't have one or the other torque wrench. Okay, the hub nut is going to be 80 foot-pounds or 960 inch-pounds. The lower carriage bolts, these two on there, is 37 foot-pounds or 444 inch-pounds. These two right here. Okay, the upper control arm, this one right here, will be 37 foot-pounds or 444 inch-pounds. Okay? Then the stabilizer right here, this will be 17 foot-pounds or 204 inch-pounds. And same for that one. Okay? And then on the back, here at the brake will be 18 foot-pounds each bolt or 216 inch-pounds. Okay. Okay, the bottom, 16 millimeter. Okay, torque. There we go. Okay. Also, when you want to torque, always make sure you're holding the handle. Never hold it up here, here, basically anywhere other than the handle, because you can get a false torque. And our next one is our 80 foot-pound one. Okay. Remember, it's a 1 1/16 nut. So what we'll do, get it all ready. Like I said, you can have somebody with a brake, or you can just go ahead and go back the opposite way that we did when we loosened it up. Just be mindful that she can come back, shoot out, whack you in the face, and make your day really shitty. One, two for good measure. Oh, beautiful lineup. Normally you don't want to torque towards you, but okay, we're torqued. And the last one. Here we go for the last one. Okay. I didn't hear much of a click out of that one. That's all right. Okay. Get out. Dice. Okay. Here. Let me cut the overhang on her there. And there you go. You are done. Make sure your boot fits. One thing before you put the caliper back on is you go ahead and clean it up. Clean up your disc. Make sure any of the oil and everything that you got on there is off, because you definitely do not want it on your pads. When you come in, make sure your cords go behind your protector, and then boom. Okay, you're good. And you take your bolts, Loctite them if you want. I recommend it, especially with brakes, because they get hot, especially if you've been out trail riding all day. Metal will expand and contract and all that fun stuff, so it's better safe than sorry. Okay. A little awkward. You can get it. Now the thing is, on this one, it's a little bit tight. So what I'm gonna have to use, a torque it out. Okay? So just basically come up. That is good. And come back down here. Okay, now when you go to put your tires on, being mine are aluminum, they get a different torque with the nut. Steel gets another one, and down below I'll put what they are. Okay, this strap If you got any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Parts, everything will be in the description or down below in the video. Just depends. Uh-oh. Disco party. I think the light's dying. But anyways,